What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last time we got started on our third day of touring Erebonia, and we started looking at our bonding events. We got half of them done since there are 6 total, so now we're going to do the other 3. If these 3 go fast enough, maybe we'll get started on the actual request for the day, but if not, then we'll just do these 3 bonding events, and then next time we can start on the request. So let's check in with Kurt. Not too bad if I say so myself. Doing some practice? I see. Oh no, doing some practice. Oh my god, why can't... Doing some practice, I see. Your movements felt really natural. Yeah, it surprised even me, to be honest. But I guess it's to be expected after crossing swords with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. Being able to hold my own against one of Mueller's sworn friends was a big moment for me. I can imagine. Looks like we'll have to thank the Lieutenant Colonel and General for that sometime. Definitely, but maybe not quite yet. I imagine Prince Cedric is also steadily improving his skills. Yeah, well, he's whining. Maybe I should start searching for that thing Uncle Zex told me about. General Zex told him to look for something? I wonder what it could be. The thing your uncle wants you to search for, I assume there must be a big story behind it. I'd like to know more if you wouldn't mind. It might prove useful to us later on. Sure, instructor, I don't mind. Would you be willing to accompany me somewhere in that case? We can talk more about it along the way. Sure, let's do it. Kurt briefed Farine on the item he was looking for, and the two headed out to their destination. And Raquel? Oh, it's a sword. You think this is a sword you're looking for? It must be. It matches the description. Roland Vander was the renowned swordsman who founded the Vander School. This is one of the 2 legendary swords he wielded during the War of the Lions. No kidding, Roland Vander was really an incredible swordsman, known for taking up arms with a young Drykles himself 250 years ago. So this is the sword your ancestor used, huh? For 250 years, that's a pretty well put together, well, it's still well put together sword. No rust, no nothing. Or I guess well taken care of is a better phrase. Indeed, his left-handed short sword, to be precise. It's been missing since the war. My uncle reached out to me from the naval fortress. They'd apparently received word about a sword matching the description recently. You may be able to discover the essence of what it means to be a sword of protection through the blades that once belonged to Roland. That was the top secret communication he went out of his way to send to the Merkaba. I think I understand. It didn't show up during the last Civil War. It showed up now, when you're struggling to grow as a swordsman. Even other people would probably consider it fate. I'll admit, I'm more than a little self-conscious that I might be unworthy of such an honor. Even so, this is a sword my family has spent generations searching for. As a Vander, I must retrieve it. Alright, let's sort things out with the store owner. Thanks to their friendship with Ash, the store owner McEnroe gave them a special price. They got it polished at the weapon workshop and took it out to give it a test run. So this is the sword Roland Vander once used. How do you like it? The weight and balance are perfect. It almost feels like it was made for me. Of course, I'm a dual wielder. I'm gonna need another of these if I'm gonna make use of the full use of it. What's going on? My head, it's like there's something surging into it. Are we gonna see a flashback? Kurt! Oh, is Reen gonna see it too? That's what we saw in the Civil War. Drykles, my lord and dearest friend, I hereby pledge myself to your cause. I will not leave your side until you accomplish your goal. This I swear upon my blades. And if the power you wield shall prove too much for you, I will do whatever it takes to bring you back to your senses. Wow. Wow, look at the parallels. It's the same as Rain and Kurt. Even if it costs my life, I will watch over you and the Empire. What was that? A memory stored within the sword, maybe? No. Maybe it would be more accurate to call it an echo of the owner's consciousness. In other words, you just caught a glimpse of Roland Vander's past. That was Roland? Unbelievable. The man himself fell during the War of the Lions, but it looks like part of his spirit remained in the sword to watch over Emperor Dreichels. It probably resonated with us due to our connection as Awakener and Secondary Contractor, and our similar relationship to Dreichels and Roland. I see. A piece of Roland's soul, huh? I never thought I'd get to feel connected to my ancestor in such a manner. Heh, I can't let him outdo me. As a Vander, I owe it to my family and myself to overcome this trial. I'll open Prince Cedric's eyes to the truth, just like Roland would have done for Dreichels. With you as my witness, I swear it upon this blade. Inspiring words, Kurt. I'll be counting on you. We still have to find the other sword, though. Kurt and Rean continued to train before returning to the Merkaba. Kurt decided to keep hold of his sword until his partner could be found. I wonder, so obviously there's going to be another bonding event with Kurt. If we find the other sword, does that mean... Okay, yeah, he's not using it yet. I wonder if he will actually use those swords, like, permanently, or if it's like an accessory you can put on. Alright, who's in here? Oh, Toa time. Oh, Rean, nice work earlier. Only because of you guys, Toa. Great work gathering all that information. By the way, what's that 0 file on the screen? Well, you see, Alisa brought some data over to the Merkaba. They appear to be files that she got from Ren, that girl from Liberl. Ren, you mean Tita's friend, right? The former enforcer? What kind of data did she give her? Well, remember a month ago when Liberl and Crossbell teams infiltrated Orcus Tower together? Apparently they acquired some top-secret files full of confidential information. That it might have some detailed records on exactly what happened in Heimdallr back then. Right, not to mention information on past incidents, information that's not so well known. Problem is, the files are protected. They're not going to be easy to analyze. So the idea came up of dividing the files between us to be decoded individually. That makes sense. All that information would definitely be a huge help to us and our allies. I thought the same, that's why I decided to pitch in. I'm working on one of the files right now. It seemed like one I might be able to parse. I see. Those files are encrypted. The more shovels at work, the better, I imagine. Mind if I try and help, Toa? If there's enough computers for both of us, things should go faster if we divvy up the work. You don't have to do that, Rain. I know how much busy you must be. I'll find the time to do everything on your own. That's a bad habit you're going to have to kick. I know a thing or two about a computer. Just tell me which part I should work on. Oh, Rean, you're the last person I want lecturing me about taking too much on. A lot of people have been saying that to him lately. Still, I would really appreciate the help. Go ahead and take a seat. Seeing Rain at a computer is very odd to me. What'd he say? Configuration's complete. Initializing automated analysis. Thanks, Rain. I'm all done setting up on my end, too. Now to integrate the task, then we'll start auto-logging the analysis results. Maybe I should go grab us something to drink. There. All that's left to do now is wait until it finishes up. Nice work there, Toa. Here, I got this for you. Coffee. Cocoa. When did you... Wait, is that Cocoa? Help yourself. I know it's a favorite of yours. You're a treat then, huh? Thanks, Reen. You got black coffee for yourself, though. That's no fun. Sorry, I'm not really one for sugary drinks. How can you say that? Oh, this feels just like it did back in school. Sitting around the student council room. You guys helping me out, me lending you a hand in return. Looks like it happened all over again. I really am glad you're alright, though. Oh, Reen, thanks. Still, we have a whole mountain's worth of problems left to get through. We still don't know where Elise is, or the rest of the Academy personnel at that. Sure, Angie is back, but George and Crow, no matter how cheerful he acts, he's still... Toa. Okay, I'll stop. I'd be in for a real hair ruffling if Crow heard me whining like this. And I'm sure Angie would just take that as a challenge to start rubbing herself against me. I think that might end up happening anyway. Yeah. You're telling me those two are just the same as ever, aren't they? I bet George is too, somewhere way deep down. Oh, I think it's done. Now we just have to check the logs. I'll help. Let's split it up. Working together, Toa and Reen finished piecing together the fragments of the secret document. The resulting information regarded an incident from around 17 years ago. Though unrelated to the present situation, it was nevertheless a startling and unexpected development. Which one? So what's this about? Wait. Oh, it's some previously unknown information about an airship incident from 17 years ago. The one with the international ship that ran between Crossbell and Haliask up to Northumbria. There was a problem with the orbital engine. Everyone on board died in the resulting crash. But the truth is, this was no accident. It was an attack, one resulting from a secret battle between the Erebonian and Calvardian intelligence divisions. Most of the passengers were Crossbellian citizens, and the whole event became an indirect cause of Crossbell's bid for independence 2 years ago. Right, it was her family, but there were also a few Erebonian citizens aboard as well. I see, like your parents. They were on their way home from attending an academic conference as political science and economic specialists, right? Right, I was pretty young then, so my memories of it are very faint. My grandfather told me the conference was about seeking out possible methods of economic revitalization for Northumbria. Toa. Of course, the people of Crossbell were livid, but they were never paid any real mind compared to the major powers whose squabble they'd gotten caught up in. I feel like I'm only now getting a real sense of just how outrageous all of this was. Toa. Each of these events of the past is invariably chained to the situation we found ourselves in today. That goes for this incident and for Hamel too. Sure, the Empire's curse may be the underlying cause, but that cause is nothing without people to act upon it. That's why we can't afford to look away. We have to face what lies ahead of us. You're right, Toa. But even so, I...
ありがとう、リーン君。おかげで助かっちゃった。さてと、なんとか解析結果をリベール組やクロスベル組にも届けないとね。
Yeah, let's. I guess I should let her be for the time being. Still, if this keeps up, she's gonna break down. Just like everyone else who's trying to keep on a strong front. Alright, last but not least. Loda. Why so serious, Lara? Everything okay? My apologies, I was just lost in thought. We were able to get you and Crow back. We've been recovering our comrades one after another. But there's still the Ironbloods and Ouroboros to consider, as well as Zephyr and the Red Constellation. Can I really hope to stand up against those blocking our path? Do I truly have what it takes to serve as heir to the Arseid family in the Blade Master's stead? Thoughts like that have been weighing quite heavily on my mind as of late. Laura. My sword itself is in fine condition. If there is a problem, it must lie with me. I must further hone my abilities, should I wish to continue to serve as a blade of Class 7. Looks like Laura's hit a bit of a dead end. That being the case... Right, maybe we could try there. Would you like to go down to the surface with me, Laura? Oh, whatever for. If you're intent on polishing up your skills, then I think I know the place. Might just help you shake off any stagnation you're feeling. Very well, I can't say no to you. So where is this place exactly? Let's see it. Where are we going? Why are we going? How are we going? During the course of their intel mission, Rean and Laura stopped on a certain island. Thanks, Almar. Brionia, the same place you settle things with Crow. I suppose this would make for an ideal training spot. Yeah, and it's uninhabited too, so we don't have to worry about causing damage if we go all out. I've trained alone in the mountains before, but having a whole island to myself will be new. Group B went here back when we were students. I doubt anyone will find us here. It's perfect. Now, we should set up camp so we may begin. First, we'll need to establish a base camp, build a fire, and find a fresh water supply. Sounds good. Let's do it. Well, how long are they spending here? They can't spend here, like we're not here more than a day. Laura and Rean began their training trip. Yeah, why are they building places to sleep? We don't have days. After pitching their tents, finding food and water didn't take long. A big one. Poor boar. With preparations finished, they were able to devote themselves to improving their skills. Both of them were used to training in the great outdoors. They moved along the island, alternating between individual practice and sparring matches. They started to lose track of time, until eventually... Rain, huh? I can't recall the last time we saw it rain. Maybe when we were at school. Sheesh, I could have sworn the forecast said it would stay dry. Maybe this is another side effect of the Great Twilight, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Haha, perhaps. Summer rains are always unpredictable. Let's give it some time, it may be over soon enough. Sure. Some time away to train was just what I needed. Concentrating on nothing but swinging my sword has done wonders for clearing my head. I doubt this will be enough to overcome my uncertainty in my blade, though. Right. Is it about about your dad? Yes. I mean, when has she really had time to mourn or anything? At the time, I truly believed I would black out momentarily. I felt so powerless. It was as if the ground had been pulled out from under me. The idea that I was only a burden to Emma and Gaius, that I could not save you or Milliam, it was almost too much to bear. Laura. More than anything else, I despise myself for being so weak. As an Arseid, my blade is meant to inspire and push others forward. But I was unable to do it. I couldn't even come close to my father's legacy. I knew how much Alisa and Eustace must have been suffering, but I couldn't do anything for them. Rean, I truly admire you for deciding to undergo the rivalries. Everyone in Class 7 is working so hard in their own way. Even Crow is breaking free from his own past. I'm surrounded by people with so much determination, I feel like I'm the only one who isn't doing enough. Damn. So much for being the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. Have I only been riding on the coattails of my father's renown all this time? Am I truly that weak? When I consider this, I only want to run and hide from it all. That must be what is causing my lack of resolve. Is that right? You know, Laura, you and I are quite alike. Huh? When I was being held in the workshop, I spent so much time cursing my own weakness. Well, you spent most of it growling. Everything had gone so wrong, and it felt like it was all my fault. But unlike you, Rean, as a fellow practitioner of the blade, I've always kept a close eye on you and your skills. Somewhere along the way, I noticed something odd, but I couldn't quite place what it was. Until now, that is. What do you mean? You're searching for a place to die, aren't you? Oof. He is. I know that the Chancellor's heart beats in your chest. And that it is what's keeping the curse of Erebonia alive. However, you are not like Crow. Once you die, you will not come back. Therefore, I must ask, why are you giving up so easily? If you won't answer, then let me guess if I'm correct in my guess. Is it because you can't forgive yourself? The curse spreading throughout the continent Millium's death, you blame yourself for all of it. So now you feel like you don't deserve to live and that dying will in some way help you atone. Am I right? Yeah, something like that. No, actually, it's exactly like that. What's the point in hiding it when you can read me like a book? Countless lives will be lost because of the war in the Great Twilight. None of this would be happening if I had been stronger, if I'd realized what was going on sooner. I wouldn't say I'm trying to throw my life away, it's more like I'm looking for a way to make my death mean something. That's the best way I can put it. Thought so. Huh? This may sound strange, but I'm happy you told me. Now that I know what burdens you bear, my own issues seem petty in comparison. There is a rage building up inside me that has cut through all the pain I was feeling from losing my father. I won't falter anymore. It's all so clear to me now. Laura. Oh! For someone who only knows about the way of the sword, that's pretty surprising she did that.
ハリサやエマ、そしておそらくフィーもそうであるように、私もやはり女なのだろう。そなたの前ではどうしようもないくらいに、剣以外でもどんな手段を使ってでもそなたをつなぎ止めようとするくらいには。
Laura. Thank you, I feel a little better now. And here I was thinking this trip was about me cheering you up. I guess the best either of us can do is accept our mistakes and try and get on with our lives. Yes, but not only us. Why else do people band together and encourage growth in one another? I will endeavor to not let this weakness of mine hold me back. You must do the same. There may be others you wish to be with instead of me, but could we stay like this just a little longer? Of course. Wow, that was a pretty intense storm. But it looks like we'll be able to train some more now. Yes. She's embarrassed. Are you alright? Hey, don't tell me you're embarrassed now. What? Of course not. I'm just surprised I could be so bold. Anyways, time to focus. We came here to train, remember? I never knew Laura could be so cute. Alright. We'll train extra hard to make up for the lost time. gotta get over our weaknesses and help each other grow, right? Indeed, let's start. That was sweet. Rain and Laura returned to camp for lunch, feeling refreshed and relaxed than they had been in days. After another intense training session, they head back to the ship. I still don't understand why they set up campsites, though. Alright, we're done with all the bonding events. Cool. So now... Alisa. Ah, nothing like a nice hot drink to calm you down. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Alisa, Angelica, taking time out for a cup of tea? Yeah, I kind of figured it'd be hard for her to visit the lounge, given how she's supposed to be piloting the ship. I can't rely on the autopilot too heavily either. But on the bright side, I feel more relaxed now than I have in a long time. I'm so pumped now, I think I could pull off some real acrobatic maneuvers. Please don't. Yeah, that's just asking for trouble. Hey, you play Vanish Masters, right? If you have the time, what do you think about challenging me? Alisa. Of course, I didn't know you played. I saw a new Class 7 playing and thought I would give it a go. It's become popular with the 4th Development Division recently. In that case, you wouldn't want to be the only one not playing, huh? We should have a game or two together. That'd be great. Cool. Alright, let's figure out... We can at least get started on these requests. Oh, so the last character here is probably going to be Elise when we get her back. On the bonding tab. Okay, where's the monster at? Old Lamar Road. Alright, let's get to it. Old Lamar Road. Here we go. Oh, Sandy's here. Hey, Edel. It's Sandy, too? That's a sight for sore eyes. It's Dr. Rean. It's so great to see you again. Well, if it isn't Fee and her friends, you're all looking well. Though I suppose you were when I saw you in Ordis, too, so that's not surprising. We were just talking about you. Oh, really? Really have a knack for showing up just when we need you, Edel. Seems like you always know what we're up to. Oh, I merely connected the dots. I already knew there were Thor's associates in Ordis at the time. So all I needed to do was reach out to the branch campus students while you were busy infiltrating the city. Nothing special, really. Such humility is truly becoming of one of our instructor's upperclassmen. I heard you were working together with Vincent and some of the other alumni, but I had no idea the scope of your operation. Well, Edo's family is kind of a big deal around here. They're popular with the other nobles and beloved and trusted by the commoners. Regardless, it seems like things are really beginning to escalate. I'll be staying here with Sandy and the other members of Thor's to gather information. We're behind you all the way, so don't give up. Thanks, we'll be glad to have your help. Cool. Alright, let's find this monster. Wow, how convenient. Literally to the right. Oh, I should have rested again. Oh well. I'm sure we can still manage just fine. Wow. Fire is the most effective? Why? I mean, wind is still decent. I'll take it. Alright, we're done.
私たちの勝ち
当然だな。
Arc Slicer.
やりました。
やったね
We'll take it. It's all because you don't have them in the party, and they're not just gonna have the abilities, so next time you use them in a fight once they're of level is when they'll get it. Let's head back to the ship real quick, just to get our crap points back. And then I think we can at least do one of the other requests, and maybe save the other one for next time. Perfect. Alright, let's check it out. Right, Phantom Thief B is the other one. Butler Celestin. At the Raquel Junction of the West Lagandock Canyon Road. Okay. It said west, right? Oh, that also reminds me, we need to find that book. Milsante Road. Okay, so we want to go back this way. Let me look where that book is, because I'm not going to go to, like, every single town. Let me see. So 3 and 9. Alright, so it's the 24th. That should be where the next book is. It's at Titus Gate. Alright. I don't think we're going to end up over there anyway, so I may as well go there now. Titus Gate. And then we'll go meet up with Celestin. Must be this guy on the right. I say guy, but I assume it's gonna be a guy. Yep, soldier. A new recruit's life is just train, eat, sleep, and repeat. I can't cope with this kind of life without anything to entertain me, so I got a novel. I fall asleep every time I start reading, though. There's no chance I'm going to read it, so you guys can have it. Haha, thanks. Victory for the Empire is certain with the execution of Operation Jormungandr. The only thing I can't comprehend is why the 4th Armored Division remains on standby in Erebonia. What are they thinking, leaving our strongest force behind when there's a war to be fought? I want Calvert to be crushed beneath the power of the famous 4th Armored Division. Swift vengeance would definitely honor Viscount Arsade's memory. Yeah. Except for the fact that the only reason, you know, Prince Oliver and Viscount Arsade are dead is because of your beloved Chancellor. This way leads to West Lagandock Canyon, where Celestin's request said he'd be waiting for us. Based on witness reports of the area, it sounds like we might see some Jaegers out on the road. Right, we should exercise utmost caution. Oh, let's do it. Ah, the young ladies and gentlemen from Thors, welcome. Celestin? Always good to see him.
他の皆様もご無事で本当に良かった。このような形で恐縮ですが、宿舎の管理人として 無事のご帰還を祝福させてください。
It's good to see you too, Celestin. I wish we had time to catch up, but I'm guessing you'll want us to get started on your request right away. You said it was an emergency, right? Indeed, that is the main reason I summoned you here. This morning, an airship left Rower bound for Ordis, but it never arrived and hasn't been found since. Well, this is sounding oddly familiar, isn't it? Just like in Cold Steel 2. Oh my god, is it gonna be Bugbear again? If it's Bugbear, I'm gonna laugh so hard. That's what they were called, right? Bugbear? A whole airship went missing? This is serious. We can't afford to ignore it. Jaegers could be involved. This would be right up their alley. Why did you reach out to us specifically, though? It's as you surmised, two personages of utmost importance were aboard that ship. Marquis Hyarms and Count Egret. I see. They were probably using the trip to discuss something sensitive. In that case, the person behind the hijacking likely had some kind of connection to the government. Okay, maybe it's not Bugbear then. Precisely, that was our reading on of the situation as well. We suspected maybe the Imperial Defense Force or the Jaegers behind this, perhaps even Ouroboros. That's awful. Emergency barely does this justice. I doubt we'll be able to resolve this peacefully, but we'll have to do something about it all the same. We owe that much to you and Patrick. Then there's Muse's grandfather. The Count and the Marquise have been good to us. We'll do everything in our power to rescue them. We'd like to help too, if you'll have us. Instructor Reen, everyone, thank you. I am truly grateful for your help. Celestin, do you have any leads on where the airship is being kept? As a matter of fact, we have a contact who's pointed us in the right direction. Seems it's somewhere in Rock Patio. Again, Rock Patio. Rock Patio? Way out there? A contact. How interesting. A high-speed Ouroboros cruiser has also been sighted in the area. Getting to the airship without being spotted will be difficult. Okay, so maybe it's Gilbert. Yeah, that does sound tricky. What do you think, Muse? Maybe we could create a distraction while we get in. Let's get in touch with Gaius and see if he'll let us use the Merkaba. Sounds like a good strategy to me. Okay, get ready to move out, everybody. I beg of you, please rescue them and bring this incident to a close. We will. Reen and the others went over their strategy again before parting ways with Celestin. They've returned to Raquel and prepared to head out. It's funny to think about. Rock Patio is... When we were heading to Rock Patio, in real life, that's where I stopped playing Cold Steel 3 for about 10 days to play Final Fantasy 16. And now I've pretty much been playing, you know, doing this playthrough nonstop since then. Even though that feels like forever ago. The airship Marquis Hyarms and Count Egret are on is hidden in Rock Patio. Shall we begin the rescue operation? Alright, that's fine. I mean, if it's really gonna be a long quest, then we'll obviously stop in the middle of it. Languedoc Canyon Road. Okay, time to get started. As far as we know, everything's going fine on Celestin's end. Yeah, he and his contact are standing by. I don't think we need to worry about those two. Right, they can take care of themselves. Go ahead, Rosine, we're all ready. Understood. Temporarily deactivating noise suppression and camouflage. Once the Ouroboros cruiser notices us, we'll lead them as far away from Rock Patio as we can. The rest is up to you. Thank you and take care. Time for the main event. Our destination is the interior of Rock Patio. Keep it together, everybody. Let's do this. Oh yeah, this is our first time being through here in this game. Muse, Yuna, Laura, Sarah. Oh, it's evolved. He didn't have the multi-strike before. Before it was just like the slash. I do like when certain crafts get evolved into other ones.
宝箱か。
Is it Bugbear again? It's being guarded just like we thought. Yeah, they must be the Jaegers hired by the IDF. But their weapons look more like the ones Nidhogger uses. A call, who's it from? Must be the contact. Who else could call at a time like this? Greetings, Lady Muse. Celestin and I are now in place, though a little ahead of schedule. That's the maid from Muse's home. Security is considerably lighter at the back. You sure get into position fast, Setsuna. I knew Celestin had skills, but you're no slouch either. Are all servants like this? Must be all in a day's work. Alright, we're moving on to our own diversion. Follow the plan and everything should be fine. We're counting on you to get Grandfather and the others out safe. Of course, my lady, you can depend on us. You take care of yourselves. Try not to take any unnecessary risks. Everything looks good so far. Time for us to take the stage. What, intruders? Are they from the airship we spotted? How did they get here so fast? Sorry, but we're not here to chat. Okay, it is Nidhogger. I'm almost kind of disappointed that it's not Bugbear. Yeah, you're gonna heal. Works for me. Get out of the way. That's the Ashen Chevalier. Wait, are you all you're from Thoris? What are you doing here? These guys are professionals. They'll get over the shock quickly. I'd say we only have about 10 minutes before we lose the advantage. Yeah, that sounds about right. Everybody neutralize them as fast as you can. We have to keep moving. Got it. Oh, we really gotta get up there. Alright.
ご注意を。
Pardon me? Crow Angelica. I don't have either of them with me at the moment. You know what? I think this is actually probably a good stopping point, because this is probably still going to have quite a bit left. So we'll handle the rest next time. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.